Hello, my dear guys. Today I am again present in front of you to give a kind of new impressions about a particular kind of topic. The name of the topic is that words should be absorbed or it should be feedback instantly. Words should be absorbed in your mind or it should be given the feedback instantly. So it's a very much confusing for the other people. What happens to our society that whenever anybody injures, anybody hurts us through the words, it's very difficult for the common people to tolerate, to put up with that particular kind of insulting words. And instantly, as you have the lack of deficiency power, lack of tolerating power, so instantly we give the solid feedbacks. We don't wait for that absorbing quality or the some tolerance. That patience is, there is a kind of word that patience is the bitter seed, but its fruit is very delicious. So or it gets echo through the kind of particular kinds of line that patience is the strength of a character. Patience is the strength of a character. So how a person tolerates its patience, that would be a measured. A man should be measured with its quality by how much patience he could able to absorb, he could able to hold high in esteem to his character. That belongs, that dwells in his career. The man's quality or the man's patience, man's intelligence is measured through the quantity, through the amount, how much he could able to hold it. The insulting words or the scolding words, but few people have the power to have the power to absorb it. Actually, words are very much furious to all of us. At apparent looking, it may be looking like that. So in the very contrary, can't you think a kind of character that who would have the power to absorb the kinds of words instead of giving the feedback? What commons to the people? Something we have to work something different way, track, so that it's looking like uncommon. Let's take a kind of very important line. The winners don't do any kinds of work, but they do in a different way. Let's listen for the second time. Winners don't do any kinds of different work, but they do in a different way. So think that if you would wish to be a winner, you have to do something different way. Instead of giving the feedback, solid feedback, you have to consume your patience, you have to absorb your patience, and when the time would come that you would have to give the feedback through the time, through the course of the time. Most of the people are demanding that kind of people who would respond through the works, not through the words. So therefore, if you hold the high esteem, if you have the capability or the quality in your character, if you believe yourself, so always give the response through your works, not through your words. Then automatically you will get a kind of huge response, profuse response from the public. And the moment when the public start believing you that you are the superior person who have the power to give the feedback through your works, not through the words, you will be highlighted. You will be an icon, an iconic figure. Some of the people have the tendency to insult and insulting to and criticizing to the others words, to your names, maybe in front of you or behind you also, whatever it may be. Let them go on insulting, doing their work, course of the works, not interrupt. But when the time of yours would arise, you should have to give the solid feedback through your works, not through the words. So therefore, you have to build your character, profuse character, by your hard labor. Patience is the strength of a character. So therefore, you try to reduce your character by your ceaseless efforts of struggling, achieving something. I think that it would be a very solid feedback to the public, to those people, not for the public, to those people who are having the power, who are having a kind of tendency to insult the people frequently. Actually, the words are having lots of impact. A word can ruin a person's character. In the very contrary, a word has the power to take a U-turn, make a U-turn to somebody's life that was going to commit suicides. Words are costless in price, but its impact is lots of. So what should be produced or exposed through some very strenuous, activities. The words, whatever you would expose in your mouth, from your mouth, you never expose the wrong one. It should be really have some worth in quality, as like your words, as like your works, by which public start believing you. The people who are doing that kinds of wrong works, let them doing. Time will give them a kinds of feedback. You yourself never initiate to take a kinds of revenge for those kinds of unwanted fellows. That there's one kinds of definition that each and every action has its equal and opposite reaction. So each and every action has its equal and opposite reaction. So the people who is having a kind of tendency to executing that kinds of crime by hurting some of the people, let them do. Never interrupt. Go on interrupting. They will get automatically their own feedback by their deeds. Time will give them a solid feedback, and you will be praised. Nothing can make you stop of showing your character high and high. You will be always highlighted, an iconic figure. Thanks to all.